Heels World.
Alright, so as many of you already know Brock Lesnar will be fighting at UFC 200, which is literally almost a month from now, live on pay-per-view on Saturday, July 9th, live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'll be honest, when I heard the news at first on Twitter by Ariel Helwani, apparently he was saying that, Brock is negotiating a deal, and the deal's almost done. I ignored it, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, how can that even be possible if Brock Lesnar is, a pro wrestler? He signed the WWE. How can that even be? Isn't Brock retired from MMA? And then I tune in to watch UFC 199. And they show the trailer for UFC 200. And in the trailer, they have Jon Jones, Daniel Cormier promoting their fight, hyping up their fight. They have Miesha Tate and Amanda Nunes hyping up their fight. They also have Frankie Edgar and Jose Aldo hyping up their fight in this trailer, right? And at the end, when you think the trailer's over with, you hear Brock's voice with him saying, "Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Or do you see me now?" One or the other. And they show Brock's face, and that's how they end the trailer. And they pretty much confirmed at the event that Brock Lesnar will be fighting at UFC 200. Now, when that happened, the whole internet went apeshit from the world of MMA and the world of pro wrestling. It's amazing to see how many YouTubers that cover pro wrestling are talking about this, but they don't even watch the sport, if you will. But that's just around the point. Nonetheless, to hear that Brock is fighting at UFC 200, it's cool. Obviously, the UFC is trying to make this card the biggest card that they can be. They know how much money Brock generated for UFC 100. And again, you have Jon Jones, Daniel Cormier too for the UFC heavyweight title. You have Miesha Tate, Amanda Nunes for the UFC women's bantamweight title. And also you have the rematch and Jose Aldo versus Frankie Edgar for the interim featherweight title, just to upscale it even more. You put in Brock Lesnar. There's no opponent confirmed yet. The way I look at it too, it's either Mark Hunt, it's either Roy Nelson, or if not, this is pretty much, throwing it out there, if it's possible or not, but Fedor Emelianenko. I hear people say, Fedor. Don't get me wrong, that'll be a cool fight at the same time, though. I feel like that fight, if anything, should have happened 6 years ago. Apparently, Fedor is fighting Fabio Maldonado this coming month in June, that we're in right now, in Russia. So, who's to say they're maybe making that deal as we speak? Who knows, right? But nonetheless, at the same time, I personally feel this is Dana White's response to Conor McGregor for, not taking the fight at 200, for, not playing the game, if you will, right? Listen, yeah, you are the biggest draw, but we're going to show you that we can have the biggest card, the biggest numbers on pay-per-view buys and ticket sales with bringing in Brock Lesnar. You think about it, Brock Lesnar was part of UFC 100, and that event generated a lot of money. Well, Brock, if you will, generated a lot of money for that event. So just imagine now for UFC 200. Now, for those of you out there that are wondering still, isn't he still signed with WWE? Yes, he is. WWE issued a statement on their website saying that it's only a one-fight deal that he has for UFC 200. So Brock will be making a return for SummerSlam. Just keep that in mind also. Now, the question again is, who is he going to fight? I said earlier, maybe it's Fedor. Maybe it's Mark Hunt. Maybe it's, Roy Nelson. Shane Carwin put out there, he wants to fight Brock. But at the same time as well, you can't expect him to fight someone in the top 10. You just can't expect it because, again, if the idea is that he's going to go back to WWE after this fight, you're not going to feed him someone out there that's a killer. Maybe in the top, from ranked 11 to 20, maybe a scrub, or maybe even Fedor, who knows. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see UFC 200. I think it'll be a great show, a great pay-per-view. And the fact that Brock is back, mark out moment, don't get me wrong. Drop your comments down below with your thoughts on who do you see Brock Lesnar fighting at UFC 200. Your thoughts on Brock back in the UFC for one fight only. Do you think he'll win? Do you think he'll lose? Let me know down below. Follow me on Twitter @HeelSteven, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.